Good morning, everyone. It's Dagmar Bryant coming to you from another beautiful sunny morning here in the UK. I know we've all had challenges, and thank you to the so many people who have sent me messages and put messages on my feed about the challenges that they're going through. And we're all in some kind of difficulty, and I'm sure that even for those people who are alone, that there are some beautiful people around you who will be your support, who will be your biggest champion. And in some way, today I'd like to acknowledge some of the beautiful people in my life who have been with me. Now, I'm not going to acknowledge every single body because that wouldn't be fair, but first of all, I want to thank my beautiful husband Glenn for always being there for me. My daughters Samantha and Megan, especially for being there and giving me often insights into different ways of thinking that perhaps I wouldn't have thought of. And with that, I'd like to tell you a story from many years ago, and it was one of my challenges back in 2011. And at that time, I was over here in the UK for a visit with Glenn, and Samantha and Megan were at home, and I actually got very, very sick. One of the things, I had to go to the doctors, I had to go to the hospital. They thought that I had a clot on the lung and I actually couldn't breathe. I had real problems with my respiratory system, with being able to sleep at night. It was actually a really, really scary time. And I remember having to ring up my daughters and say to them, because they were at home in Australia, and saying to them, look, Mum might not be able to come home at the moment because the doctors, because of this, what they thought was a clot on the lung, meant that I wouldn't be able to fly. And they said, no, we'll be okay, we'll be okay. And Glenn was also really positive. He said to me, you'll be all right. Look, what's the worst thing that can happen? You have to stay with me for another 6 weeks, which I thought was beautiful at the time because our relationship was still in the very young stages. And I still remember the words that my daughter Megan said to me at the time, and they bring a bit of a choke in my throat as I say them. She said, Mum, you're going to be all right. You have the angels looking after you. And that was one of those moments when I thought to myself, if I've taught you anything, I've taught you something beautiful, that you believe that I'll be okay and that there's someone looking out for me. And that's the message that I want to give you today, that whether it's a physical person or whether it's a spirit person, there's bound to be someone looking after you, someone helping you, someone giving you encouragement. So I want to say again a big thank you to my family, also to David and Penny for being a great support for us. And I know that all the people around you will be able to find a way of giving you support, either in some emotional way or words of encouragement, whatever that is. Don't forget to reach out to people who might also need you for some encouragement. If you're a particularly strong person and you feel like that you can give to others, then please think about what you might be able to help someone else with. Now, for one thing that I'd like to add before I let you go this morning, I know that we spoke about stress relief, so next Tuesday, the 7th of April, I am doing my free online guided meditation, and I've got details of that on my page, and I've decided it's going to be now the week after. I'm also going to be doing a goal setting for new beginnings webinar. So if you'd like to join me for any of those, please contact me. I'll put links up on my page for the Zoom, and love to talk to you. If you need me, I'd love to spend a little bit of time with you if you need a bit of support. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you, everybody. Take care.